Warning. The topics discussed on this podcast are subject to adult themes and languages. We seek to unravel the unexplained and unknown. This is Encounters.
Hi everyone, and welcome to Encounters. I'm Dakota.
I'm Amanda.
And we're on the road.
Yes!
We have made it to Cameron Park, and this is the first stop in our Hometown Legends vlog?
Episode thing.
Visual representation of our crazy asses.
We're going to go out here and show you the places that when we were kids, we were told to stay away from because there was ghosties and witches and
urban
all around,
legends.
yes, bad things
death.
Out here. Yeah.
Native American love story. We'll get there.
Exactly. So right now, we're just kind of getting our things together, and we're going to take you guys out to the Witch's Castle.
Yep.
Which is known to be very haunted. We'll give you more of the story when we're out there. And then we're going to take you also to Lover's Leap, which is another tragic love story that is said to be haunted by two Native American lovers.
And what else? We've got a couple other things that we can't wait to talk about and show you as we go through the spooky, ooky, kooky,
crazy things
of Cameron Park.
Yes. So with us today, Dakota has brought his ghost hunting kit. Do you want to tell him what's in it real quick while we're in here? So you're not outside explaining all the things you brought?
Well, okay, so I brought an EMF reader, an EVP voice recorder. We've got a couple ghost hunting apps that we talked about on Paranormal Update.
Yeah, that's on our Patreon.
And we are bringing flashlights, some sage,
and a camera.
Salt, cameras. God, I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
This is not going to be usable. We can't cut this like we can audio.
I know. Do you want to do all that again so you can just like...
So we've got a...
It's the Illuminati. They don't want
us to talk.
They don't want them to know.
We've got an EMF reader. We've got a voice recorder. We've got a camera.
Some apps that we talked
about. Yeah.
On our Paranormal Update, which is on our Patreon.
And a couple of flashlights. Some magical protection, safeguarding equipment, and good friends.
Yes. So I think we're gonna head out there soon, because we don't want to be out there when it gets dark. Because
the boogeymen come out in Cameron Park.
Exactly. Like, come on. So I think we're gonna just
head to the Witch's Castle.
Yay. Okay. We'll see you in a little bit.
One of the urban legends here in Cameron Park is that of the Witch's Castle. Once thought to be the residence of a woman of Salem that lived here in Waco, Texas. The site was known to have an odorous dead body smell and was marked with large slabs of stone that seemed to be the leftover remnants of a house. There are multiple different interpretations of this legend. Like right after World War I, there was a story of the woman in the house being a satanic witch. In other tales, it was a woman of Salem. In other stories, it was just a hermit woman that lived in the forest. But now you can barely find any of the original concrete that was in the witch's castle. All that remains are the spooky stories and the tale of a spirit that is said to haunt the forests of Cameron Park, looking for the souls of children.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that bird?
That wasn't a bird.
What was it?
Oh, I don't know. It sounded like someone screaming.
I said what? Because we're gonna have to walk back, and if it gets dark, bitch, because you didn't even bring the flashlights.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, okay, good.
Not with us.
Yeah, exactly. That's
They're in a car.
No good. We're lost in the woods with my phone that's about to die. God, Dakota, this sounds like a horror film. I don't know if I'm gonna do this anymore. We don't have flashlights. This is uncomfortable. I just got really uncomfortable. So the next story we're going to tell you about is about Lindsey Hollows. Lindsey Hollows. And it was said it was named after two brothers who were trying to steal cows. The legend goes that ranchers caught these brothers trying to steal their cows. They chased them, and once they caught them, they executed them. And this is all on record. The only thing that is not on record is exactly how they died. But it is said that they are buried there, and that's how it got its name of Lindsey Hollow. People are said to hear strange things over there and see ghostly images. So we thought we'd tell you about that local legend.
The story of Lover's Leap is that of two Native Americans who fell in love from warring Native tribes here in the Waco, Central Texas area. It is said when the tribes forbade their love, the two lovers threw themselves from the cliffs at Lover's Leap, and thus the cliffs remain named for the two that fell for true love.
All right, guys. Sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was just going to say, that was our little quick journey into Cameron Park.
We hope you enjoyed your trip into our childhood park. What boogeymen and women and witches and lovers hid there.
I can understand why people find this place to be creepy. Because,
Oh, yeah.
We were walking through there and you would just hear things like
random sounds.
Yeah, Dakota was filming something and I had walked off by myself a little bit and I heard this noise and I was like, oh, well, I'm going to stay right here until Dakota show up.
Well, what about like walking up on that like little graffiti grove and it was like, what the fuck is this?
I know.
It's like,
Oh, so we get it. It was really, really creepy, but we had a lot of fun going out there and kind of showing you guys
all the spooky
little things here in our little park, because we've talked about it before on our bonus episodes with like the Woman in White and Cropsey, and I'm sure other ones will cover that. A lot of these legends come from where you grow up and what people kind of pass down, those verbal stories. So we definitely wanted to share our local ones with everybody.
But now we've decided to leave Cameron Park before the real boogeymen come out.
Exactly.
And head to a place much more familiar to Amanda and I for long midnight sessions in the hunt of the ghost of Adelaide.
Yes. We're going to show you all about our personal theater ghost. As they say, every theater is haunted. And we are going to show you the one we know from when we went to school. Hey everybody, so we've made it to the theater now, and it's kind of surreal I know we keep looking around, it's kind of surreal for us because we spent 3 to 4 years here performing when we went to school here, and had some encounters. I mean, it just gets creepy in a theater at night anyway, but being back brings back a lot of memories and a lot of
nightmares.
I'm ready to go now. But we are going to introduce someone to tell some stories in a minute. We're also going to take you around to different parts of the theater to kind of tell you the different encounters that have happened here. And then me and Dakota are going to attempt to ghost hunt. He brought his kit. Keyword.
If we open an accidental portal to hell, we did bring the instruments to close it. Temporarily, Randy.
Yes, not forever.
Temporarily. But could be fun.
Yes.
So, welcome to McLennan Theater.
There it is.
There it is.
All right.
We're here at MCC with our good friend, Randy Dockendorf.
Hey! We went to school with him.
And he has some spooky stories about what's happened here in the Ball Performing Arts Center.
First, tell us what you do.
Yeah.
Hi, Dockendorf. I'm the Performing Arts Facility Technician here at MCC, Ball Performing Arts Center, and MTA Music Theater and Arts Building.
Randy's going to go ahead and start telling us some stories about the encounters he's had here. Take it away.
My most recent encounter happened during when we were doing Pirates of Penzance here in this space. I stayed overnight with the choreographer, helping them out with some a fight call, and just so they can practice out a couple things with sync to music. When we were in the middle of the fight, the door is right over here, swung straight open, And I came back all the way over to here to see, okay, who just opened my doors? Nobody's there. And there was so, needless to say, I left.
Right? So there was one night we were in here, and I don't actually remember what we were doing, but we were just messing around on stage when back there we saw what looked like a shadow get up and run out the door. Yeah, like Randy said, that was the end of our night for sure.
So my encounter that I had was more of a like watching, glaring kind of encounter. In the middle of the day between classes, I came in here and laid right here on the floor, and I happened to catch something like watching me from this open crevice where these lights hang, and there's not really a space for anyone to like lay and stare at you up there. You have to really be leaning over to get any kind of action. But it felt as if something was glaring down on me from above. So I didn't sleep in the theater after that anymore. I slept like on the little tables in the FA.
You know, it's just the energy, the residual energy of all the people who've come to watch people here, and just kind of that lingering around, or if there's something more that is here looking at you.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's a conversation that we actually have had before about whether it's a tulpa and just like massive amounts of energy of people that have been in the space that's occupied, manifested as an entity, or poltergeist activity, which with residual energy and releasing it back into the atmosphere. I mean, there was other encounters that we had. Bree and Malcolm
said they
commented.
They said they heard footsteps on the catwalk when they were in here by themselves.
Something moving across the metal grating.
Which I think
is the next story that we're going to.
Yeah, right, Randy?
Yes.
Okay.
Are you ready? Okay. Now
Here we go. I'm so scared my foot is gonna go flat. We all gotta give it this suspicious look.
Oh, I have a thing about height.
Come on, Dakota. It's okay. It's hot up here.
One night it was about 3 o'clock in the morning, and I had to retrieve a purse from one of the stagehands. She had left it up there after a performance, and she was too scared to come up alone, and so I told her, "You're a big baby," so I came up here myself to get up into the booth. So I came up all the way through the catwalks, passed by here, went to the booth, came back, and I started trudging right through here, and something told me to turn my head into this direction, and I did. And when I did, I saw Adelaide. I saw a full-body apparition of a girl in a flapper outfit. And about enough time for me to just be like, she was gone.
On this way.
Ooh, I'm scared now.
But you saw her.
No, I saw her right where Amanda's at.
Really? That close?
That close.
Oh, bitch, don't turn around that fast. I thought you fell out the fucking
You saw it right here?
Yes.
That was pretty fucking close. And you said just within a second she was gone.
It was enough that I had enough time to just see full body, but I could still see through her.
Yeah.
And know that she was in a flapper outfit. And then she disappeared.
That's insane.
Sorry.
So, what other things have you experienced?
The most common occurrence I have is hearing footsteps along the catwalks. That I hear maybe once or twice a week.
Really? Oh, wow.
It's very common, especially when it comes time for all the shows that I have to run throughout the weeks, I have to stay here later and later, and so I'll start to hear them about 9, 10 o'clock.
And it's always on this catwalk?
Either this one or the other one, and occasionally you can hear them through the walkways, the hallways over there into the booth. It's gotten to a certain point that I'll start to feel that somebody's watching me when I'm up in the booth by myself, that I've closed certain doors, but it's always a certain way that always makes me feel uneasy. And so I've closed that door off, while the other side, not so much.
So you were telling us that you feel like there's 2 different ghosts here, right?
Yes.
The one that haunts the theater is named...
Adelaide.
What? Oh, okay. And so Adelaide is a female spirit, right?
Yes.
Can you tell us maybe just a little, we're going to talk to KP later, but just little things you know about Adelaide.
What I know about her is that she was a student here. Her name might have been Heather, her original name, and apparently she had some sort of issues with like drugs and like unstable childhood and everything. But it was before this building was actually built. I think they were in the process of building this building, and they did Guys and Dolls over at the MTA building. And after the show had ended, she died in an auto accident outside the campus.
Yeah. So, do people know why she is said to haunt the theater, or you think she's just connected to this place?
I don't know. It could have been that it was such a strong emotion for her. Like her last performance, and that she's just still resonating that performance for herself. Do you feel like does she play tricks on you guys, or do you feel like she... All the time.
Things like what?
Every now and then I will turn off lights, and I always make sure that I have everything is turned off, and then every now and then a light will just slowly come on. Or a couple times she's knocked over some insulation onto me, especially from the I call them the murder holes where Dakota saw his apparition. There's every now and then some of the stuffing is tossed out, like little pieces. It looks like somebody like torn it out. Not exactly like a rodent, because I come up here all the time to make sure that there's no rodents, but nothing like that I've seen up here.
Any temperature changes?
Up here it tends to stay a bit hot.
Yes, it's hot.
In the hallways and in the booth, you can get
ice
cold spots. On stage, definitely some cold spots.
Definitely.
Any voices or anything?
Not so much that I have ever noticed.
Any what?
Voices.
Yeah. Okay. Do a close up on your ass.
I know. Sorry, my foot hurts. God, that was difficult for me. Yeah, she's recording.
So this is the side that I tend to have the doors closed on.
What'd you hear?
I heard something move. Like something like rustling the plastic over there, but it came from right over here.
That's fun. Oh.
So this is the side I didn't have the doors closed on, because I always, when I'm sitting over there running equipment, I always feel like somebody's watching me from this side.
Pretty cold up here. Nice and cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
I swear. Where does that one go? I didn't know there was ever one that went down. Ooh, no.
And San Miguel Mission definitely has those. Wilbur Chapel has a few.
Hang on.
No, I'm sorry.
No, one of them is the light.
Oh, you can turn that on.
Yes, you can see it.
I just have the flashlight. Oh, right.
So there's Fahrenheit.
Okay. I know it's not on though.
There's no power to it.
I know.
I know. I did the same thing, just to see. There's like a hole.
Usually fans.
Yeah,
Like really suck them off.
rather aggressive raccoons.
You said no rodents, Randy.
Not since I started. That was all frogs do.
They were his friends, okay?
Right.
Don't be rude.
Ooh, I feel so uncomfortable.
Randy's like, watch these fucking.
Okay, so do y'all want to talk about like having the
So
app, or-
you said that there was a group of students that were doing a ghost box experiment here in this building. Can you
Yes.
tell us a little bit more about that?
I was just passing by trying to get things ready for an event, and I hear two students both using different ghost box apps just sitting out in the hallway over here, and then they eventually made their way into the green room. And from in passing, it sounded like they were picking up a voice of a young woman.
Ooh. That's why I'm saying the green room. That's for some reason the Adelaide mythos always makes me think the green room. And even like you said, this building wasn't even under construction or hadn't even finished construction when the supposed Heather student had died. So, but that green room just, even if she didn't perform here, she's probably like, this is.
I want to go to this green room.
Is that all right, Rain?
Yeah.
Oh no, I didn't mean it like that. I meant the ghost. I'm sorry. I was
Go ahead.
acting as the ghost. My bad.
You're acting as.
This is the green room. Ooh.
Yeah, I think the most terrifying thing
That's
in
more
here is
spacious.
that
Fuck.
sandwich.
Aye.
We were in here a lot. So this is where they picked up the female voice?
Yeah, there really doesn't feel like there's anything in here.
But maybe when all the people are there.
The energy.
Yeah. She wants to be part of the group because this is where everybody congregates.
That would make sense.
Yeah.
You didn't tell us?
Yeah, Randy just heard a bang from this one.
I just wanted to make sure it wasn't the officer.
This could look like Cloverfield.
Hey, did you open this door?
I closed it.
Okay. I was like, he's dancing, I don't know why. Oh, that's not creepy or anything.
I'm telling you.
In that area too.
That one
Wait,
freaks me
who?
the fuck
What?
out. This
What?
long ass hallway.
The bearded man has shown up near the practice rooms.
That's cool.
A couple times he's shown up in the practice room, and sometimes he's shown up in the hall.
That doesn't surprise me. Like all the individual rooms just waiting for different. It's like, what's that game show? What's behind door number 3?
Right. I don't know what it is.
Fucking scared. Cellist.
Dakota.
Just now.
Alright, let's go to the hallway.
Bearded man.
Yeah, he's has like a long gray beard, wears like a tweed outfit, and carries a briefcase.
Tweed.
Like looks like an older professor, but everybody who's seen him has no recollection of who this might be.
Thank you.
Who did that?
What?
The tone?
Yeah.
Is that just the AC?
I guess. I hear it.
You guys hear it, right?
Yes.
Brandon, do you hear this every day?
Only when it's quiet.
Yeah, it's just like atmosphere.
Bitch, you got to start hearing Adelaide's lament, and I'm about to be like, guys and dolls, I'm out.
I want to be out already. Like, I'm uncomfortable.
You're fine.
Why they were walking
That is the second time that it's gotten you.
I know that.
A ghost! Oh.
It goes so fast.
I know, he just swings up and it never did that when we were here. So. In Santa Fe. It's in California.
No.
What?
That dark ass hallway.
Yeah, ghost hunting, let's go.
I know.
I know, you were the one who wants to do that.
I'm ready for
The bearded man has shown up a couple times, and what I've heard from the custodian and also the head of the department, Lisa Uhl, It's a tall, slender man, not to be confused with Slender Man, but a tall, slender man with a long gray beard, about chest length, in a tweed outfit, carrying a briefcase. A couple times he's shown up in classrooms, in offices, and also in the practice rooms. But a lot of times he tends to show up at the end of performances in the lobby.
Head down. Okay, well, we need to have light to record. Is there anything else you can think of?
Like, it really is spooky.
We need night vision.
Who you telling?
Okay, we'll go to
When came on.
Yeah, so this light just came on. I asked if anyone wanted to talk to the bearded man, and the men's bathroom light came on.
Hello?
Stop it! That's what they say in horror films.
Well, unlike that, I don't fuck with shit that happens.
I'm uncomfortable. Let's go. Let's go back.
No, hang on. Let's. We should get the ghost hunting equipment. We will come back to that. Did you bring the Ouija board? No, I'm just kidding. We're not trying to open a portal to that. So our evening here at McLennan Community College has been fun. We thank Randy for letting us in on all of the different facilities here.
Thank you to KP also.
Thank you to McLennan Community College for having us here tonight and allowing us access to all the spooky rooms.
Yes.
Why are you cutting over there?
No, I was just kidding because I was like, they don't know.
Oh.
It was a joke. I'm sorry. Yeah, this was fun. This was our first video that we've done, kind of showing you
where we came from.
Yep, and the creepy crawlies here in our hometown. If you have any stories of your own you want to share, please leave it down below in the comments.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Ring that bell, like and subscribe.
Right, exactly. If you like what you are seeing and hearing, we have a podcast called Encounters, a Paranormal Experience, so please check us out. We have a bunch of episodes.
I feel like a deer in headlights.
Yeah, he's like.
What she said.
Yes, and we definitely want to thank you for watching
definitely
this.
Better behind the mic. Yeah, thank you for watching this. That was awesome of you.
Yes, and we had so much fun, and we will, I guess, we'll see you on the next one.
We'll see you in Roswell.
Yay! Bye!
Warning. The topics discussed on this podcast are subject to adult themes and languages. We seek to unravel the unexplained and unknown. This is Encounters.